Alright, it's time to talk about the next possible big addition to Blue Lock, KIYORA Jin. Now, before we dive in, I want to make something clear. We don't know if KIYORA will be added in the next 2 weeks. After Nell Bachira, who is already confirmed, I personally think we'll get a rework of Rin next. Only after that should we start thinking about the next NEL style, either Nell Nagi or KIYORA Jin. But again, there's no set release schedule. For all we know, Nell Nagi might come right after Nell Bachira, so we'll just have to wait and see. But for today's video, the main focus is KIYORA Jin, and what his style could look like in the game. First off, I personally believe KIYORA will be in the Legendary tier, and I want to give full credit to one of the suggestion makers for the idea of KIYORA's moveset. Thank you for that. So let's break it down, move by move. Let's dive into what a potential Legendary tier KIYORA Jin could look like. Yes, I said Legendary tier, and I'll explain why I think that fits. Skill 1. Backspin Pass. This move comes in 2 variations, one with the ball and one without. When KIYORA has the ball, it's called Backspin Pass, a high-speed, ground-level pass that cuts through tight spaces with insane backspin. The kind of move that makes playmakers like KIYORA shine. When he doesn't have the ball, it transforms into an acrobatic play. KIYORA jumps into the air, kind of like Nagi, and hits the ball mid-air. Based on his manga performances, this really fits his playstyle. Smooth, technical, and precise. And honestly, I love that this version of the move brings out his elegance and control. Skill 2. Nimble Dribbling. This one is all about his agility. With nimble dribbling, KIYORA stuns his opponent briefly and smoothly dribbles around them. Think Rin's reverse dribble? Or maybe something similar to Sei's change of direction dribble. Either way, it's the kind of slick, finesse-based move that KIYORA needs to stand out in this meta, dominated by brute force and aggressive strikers. Ultimate, Awakening, Twister Pass, and Accelerating Shot. Here's where it gets really exciting. His Awakening introduces a brand new signature skill, Twister Pass. If you've seen that amazing fan animation of KIYORA's Twister Pass, you know exactly what I'm talking about. Imagine a high-speed spiral pass, flashy, stylish, and incredibly satisfying, and with a cutscene to match. I really hope the devs take inspiration from that animation because it has so much potential. Just imagine KIYORA delivering a Twister Pass to his teammate, the screen spiraling like a vortex. That's the kind of content players remember. But it doesn't stop there. The backspin pass from his base kit upgrades into Accelerating Shot during Awakening. When KIYORA has the ball while awakened, he can unleash a powerful, fast-charging shot. It's inspired by one of the cleanest-looking shots he pulled off in the manga. And honestly, it could easily become one of the best-looking animations in the entire game. If the devs go all in on this, KIYORA might just steal the spotlight as the most cinematic style in Blue Lock rivals. Now, let's shift gears a bit and talk about the upcoming bug fixes and balance updates. You guys already know I mentioned this in my last video, but hopefully some of the major bugs finally get patched this time around. I'm talking about the issues like Bachira's regular ultimate still being bugged, hitboxes not working as intended, Shadou and Sei's chem reaction randomly glitching and skipping the cutscene, and of course that annoying bug where your character gets stuck after using their awakening. Especially happens with Kunigami, Don Lorenzo, and Kaiser. If you've experienced this too, drop a comment. I really hope I'm not the only one who noticed this. Also, instead of nerfing every single strong style, like NEL Isagi, Kaiser, and Arm Swipe Sei, I have a better idea. What if they just added a separate mode where you could only use styles below World Class tier? This would not only help balance the game a bit more, but also encourage people to roll for more mythic styles again. I mean, when was the last time you saw Yukimiya or Shadou actually make an impact in a match? They've basically disappeared from the meta, all because Neil Isagi and Kaiser dominate every match. Also, while we're here, just a quick reminder, if you've watched 2 or 3 of my videos and you like what I'm doing, consider subscribing to the channel. I'm aiming to hit 5,000 subs before the end of April, and every single sub, like, and comment helps push my videos through the algorithm. The more reach we get, the more likely it is that the devs will actually see these ideas and maybe, just maybe, make some of them real. Now let's quickly touch on future reworks. We already talked about Rin in a previous video, but who else deserves a serious update? Honestly, when I hear the word rework, the first two names that come to mind are Reo and Aiku. Reo used to be one of the strongest styles in the game. Now, he's completely forgotten because of the world-class meta. So, here's a fun idea. Reo's new mechanic could allow him to copy world-class moves, but with reduced effects. For example, if he copies Don Lorenzo's zombie dribble, it only covers half the normal distance. Perfect Pass might have a 40% chance to go off target. Kaiser Impact only goes half the field or does less power. This could make Reo more fun and give him a unique identity again. And don't even get me started on his current ultimate animation. It's literally one of the worst in the game. 0 effects, 0 voice lines, 0 excitement. Why not change it to the scene when he first unlocks it? That moment had emotion, intensity, drama. Not just him staring around looking for Nagi. Aiku is in a similar boat. He doesn't even have a proper cutscene for his ultimate, and it's honestly a shame. I propose a header defense mechanic. Something like Golden Defense, but with unique range and timing. You could make it combo into charge, or even switch between charge and header defense depending on the situation. Think of it like Hiyori's flexible system, but specialized for defenders. That's exactly what Aiku needs to make a comeback. Also, here's one more idea, and I think a lot of you will agree. Secret animations. Imagine if you're playing as Rin, and you're facing Sayoi, and during Awakening, a special cutscene plays just for that matchup. We already kind of have this with Shiru X Sei's chem reaction, but imagine doing that for more duos. Nel Bachira and Otoya, Nel Isagi, and Kaiser. Maybe even Reo and Nagi. These kinds of details bring more emotion and personality to the game, and they definitely get people excited again. Let me know what you think about KIYORA Jin and his potential new moves in the comments down below. And while you're at it, drop your thoughts on possible reworks for Reo and Aiku too. But more importantly, share your own ideas. What kind of buffs or nerfs would you like to see in the future? What style concepts do you wish the devs would add? Maybe a cool limited time skin like Easter Kaiser? Or even something meme-worthy like McDonald's Nagi, with fries in his hair and ketchup-powered dribbles. No idea is too crazy. I love reading what you guys come up with. Also, if you're still watching this, it means a lot. Seriously, we're trying to hit 5,000 subs before the end of April, and I need your help to do it. So if you enjoyed the video, even just a little, please consider liking, subscribing, and dropping a comment. That kind of support helps a ton with the algorithm and makes it way more likely the devs will actually see our ideas. The more engagement we get, the louder our voice becomes. And who knows, some of your suggestions might even make it into the game. Alright, that's it from me today. Thanks so much for watching. You're the best. Catch you in the next one. Peace.